Ajay.
Hi.
Thank you so much for doing this interview on the sets of your film. So I hope if something falls on me, Ajay will save me. With all the fireworks and dhoom dhamaka happening around.
I'll
If
think
something
about
falls,
it.
it'll be because of him only.
Yeah, so he'll be the one doing it.
I'm sitting here.
So he'll have to save us too, right?
Perspective.
Yeah.
It'll be because of Prabhu who's moving around there.
Any bone-breaking action for you, Sonakshi?
No, but I think Professor's dancing is only enough
Yeah.
to
That's
do
also
that.
bone-breaking.
Yeah.
His dances are only like an action sequence in itself.
It's
You
some
don't know
part of your
where
bone
you
might
twist
crack,
and
right?
turn and what all you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the most action for me in this.
How did you take to this dancing, Ajay? You must tell me that.
I don't know.
This entire switch from action to dancing.
I was just unconscious at that point.
He went on
Your
autopilot.
Elvis moves and all. Did you like really rehearse a lot? How was he really,
Sonakshi? I
Sonakshi?
was on autopilot. I just followed Prabhu. And I knew that, because Prabhu is the best choreographer we have in the country and the best
Absolutely, yeah.
dancer. So I knew that I could trust him completely.
Yeah.
And he gave me whatever he gave me suited me. So
Yeah.
it was fine.
But have you shared that inhibition you had about dancing?
That'll always be there.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Even after working with Prabhu Deva?
Yeah.
So actually, you for one, you're really natural when you dance. It's like, you really enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
She loves to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why that shows, I guess. And plus, I also started my dancing with Prabhu sir. Like in
Okay.
Devgn, I had no dancing.
Yeah.
Rowdy Rathore was my second film, which I started dancing in, and it was with Prabhu sir. So whatever I've sort of gathered since then, it's been by him. He's taught me a lot,
Yeah.
like how to just dance very freely, very naturally. Dance like nobody's watching you.
Yeah.
Go mad. Don't think about anything. And the steps that he's given have been difficult right from the beginning. So
Yeah.
it's like I think he sees your capacity, gives you steps. So
But does he change steps that are on for you, Ajay?
Yes, he has.
Yeah?
As he said also in a lot of interviews
Yeah.
that he studies the body language of the
Wow.
actor and then he designs the movements accordingly. And sometimes he did change also.
Right. Yeah.
he's never changed anything
Anything for
me.
you? He's a taskmaster with you.
But I don't realize, when I see it first, when I see the steps that
Yeah.
he shows us, like even his first reaction was like, okay, no, I can't.
I can't do
like,
this.
No, you can do it.
But what is the typical narration with him? Because he's such a quiet person. I believe he enacts all scenes.
Yeah, his
Is that
narration
true?
is,
Like watching a
narration is
film.
with his hands.
Wow.
Sir, you come and then walk, and then you look.
But it's actually like watching a film
Yeah.
because he gives the sound effects while
But
narrating.
what is nice is he's a fabulous actor himself.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And the comic timing he has is, I think,
It's
unreal.
amazing.
But there are three actresses, Ajay. Did you intimidate any of them? I mean, Sonakshi's worked with you before, but the others scared
Sonakshi
of you?
intimidates me.
You intimidate him, really?
Yeah.
I want to know this. How do you intimidate Ajay
You
Devgn? That's
think-
quite something.
You think I can
He's a man who can do all these
anyone?
blasts behind us
At
and,
least there's something believable.
No, why should anybody get intimidated?
Not just because your screen persona, that they're newer actresses.
Yeah, some people do say when they work with me for the first
Yeah.
time. But I try my best to make them comfortable.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
how
think it's just his look is like that. No,
Yeah,
very
he
like-
just looks like, okay, don't come close to me, stay away types.
No.
like don't mess
Nothing
with
of
me.
that.
Exactly.
Nothing of that.
So, how do you react when a Sylvester Stallone calls you the Indian Rambo? How do you react to something
I
like
think it
that?
was a great compliment
Yeah.
because I've been a fan of his.
Yeah.
Last night I was watching his film, The Expendables 3, because all those guys, they remind you of your
Yeah.
when you were young, and yeah, so it's a big compliment.
Yeah. Do you know that she's called the female Akshay Kumar?
I think it's
Why would
because,
Where did that title come from?
because the kind amount of
I'm
work,
hearing this for the first time.
the amount of, like people I work with
Yeah.
basically and who have worked with them. I think because of the speed of my work and
You mean
I've
the
changed the
quantity of
fastest
films?
in the last 4 years. I've done so many films. Like I'm constantly working every day in those terms. Like I'm always on time, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
our work traits are pretty similar. Is what I would like.
You
to
heard
say.
that for the first time, Ajay?
I did. I did.
So you're happy with the title?
Well, it's not bad. I mean,
Yeah,
look
absolutely.
where he's reached in
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
and I hope that I can
Yeah.
achieve even a fraction of that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a good work ethic that he has. Yeah, and if people think that I work that way, I think
No,
that's a
he's
good-
very, very punctual.
Yeah.
And he's super fit. And
I told him
all
if
that.
he wasn't an actor, he should have been a doodh wala. 5 in the morning he wakes
Okay,
up.
wakes up at 5 in the morning. That's really funny.
I've told him
We
that.
must tell him that.
But I have told him that.
Yeah. What would you have been, Ajay, if not an actor?
I would be doing something in the industry, I mean, because...
In the
yeah,
film
because,
industry.
because that's the only exposure I've had
Right.
since a child.
Yeah. Sonakshi, you didn't grow up wanting to be a actress, right?
I didn't. I don't know. I guess when you grow up in the midst of it all, it just sort of loses its fascination. So I wasn't really. It was around me. It was happening, so I was used to it.
So you were like very struck by the movie world or something like that.
Yeah, neither was I.
Yeah?
It was just that, but you knew that, this is your circle.
Yeah. But then even
You must have grown up on the film sets, right? Doesn't it
Exactly.
make a difference in the way you think?
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
It does make a lot of difference.
I used to barely visit the sets with
Really?
my dad, actually. Yeah, very rarely. In fact, I used to go and I used to get so bored because as an outsider, when you're not involved
Seeing
in
a
it,
shoot
you're
is
not
very
working,
boring. Yeah.
watching a shoot is so boring.
Yeah.
And I would not like it at all, so I would come right back home.
But did you always make it a point to have a certain sense of normalcy in your life? Because everything is around the movie world.
No,
So isn't it difficult to
it's completely normal.
Yeah?
She's been to my house, I think.
Yeah.
I think at home we never discuss.
Really, you never go back and discuss
Same
work?
here.
I get into my
what
car,
happened all day.
finish my shooting, get into my car, and work is over.
Really?
I don't discuss work.
Actually,
We never
I
discuss
don't take
work.
my work home at
Yeah.
home. Like everybody
No
asks me, oh, what's it like being born in a film family? It's
Yeah.
the most normal thing ever.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
nobody really talks about.
Yeah.
But don't people around you make you feel like, oh, you're the Ajay Devgn or you're like
It depends who you
Sonakshi Sinha,
choose to
that
be
kind of
around
thing.
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
If you have genuine friends, they don't make you feel like
They
this.
don't make
If you want chamchas and if you want people to tell you that, then they'll be around you,
But
obviously.
there are not those people around who make you feel like
Yeah,
the
but
star
it
you are,
depends.
right?
It depends on you that you want them around. No, if you don't want them around, they're not going to be around.
In fact, I was reading a very nice interview of yours, Ajay, where you said that after 25 years, even failures really don't affect you as much. Because they won't really affect the kind of work you're doing or what you offer, right?
I'm in a position to say that
Yeah.
today only because it's been 20, 23, 24
Right.
years that we've been nearly 25. Yesterday, I think day before yesterday, somebody reminded me that complete 23 years. Yeah, day before yesterday,
Oh, wow,
Pullar Kati had
awesome.
released 23 years back.
That seems
So
such a
1 year
long
before
time.
that, 24 years. Yeah, and the audiences have accepted you since the past 24
Yeah.
years, and it's very difficult for you to break their love and loyalty. You have to really work very hard and do terrible films like in a row to,
People
just
really hate you or lose
yeah,
faith in you.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult for you to, that's why when people say us couple of actors who've been there since the past
For such a long
25
time,
years,
yeah.
24 years, if they have 2 or 3 flops, people say he's over. They're never
Right.
over.
Just so easily write
they,
you off.
They're
Yeah.
never over. One film, one right film, and they're back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's happened with everybody.
Correct.
That's happened with
absolutely.
everybody.
Biggest
What do you
of,
see?
of actors,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So, Sonakshi, do you ever fear that you'll go, these phases every actor goes through, highs and lows? I mean, no one
Why
is.
should you fear that? I think it's. I believe everybody should go through that. Everybody
Right.
should see both
Yeah.
sides of, what it's like, and because there's. Otherwise, that's life.
Right, exactly,
That's
yeah.
life. That
Yeah.
happens to everybody,
Yeah.
irrespective of which field you're in.
Yeah.
It's better to see both the ups and the downs, and I guess that teaches you so much in life. So
Yeah.
it's nothing to fear.
You also said something very nice about how actors should take credit for a film going wrong. It's very, it's a director's medium, and we very easily blame directors.
I think it's a teamwork.
Right. Yeah.
Because actors make the choices what they want to do, what kind of film they want to do. So it's their choice was also
Yeah.
wrong. So many times it happens that you think differently when you hear a script from the director, and you think it's going to work and he's going to make it
Yeah.
in X, Y, Z way, the way you're thinking. And when you start shooting on the sets, you realize that
It's
he's not doing the way you
Right.
thought it was, and this is not going to work.
Yeah.
So you come to know about that, and if you're not biased, then it's like usually so many times it's happened. I've started shooting for a film and I've just called up my people and said, "Screw, this is not going
Really?
to work." Yeah,
You've done
yeah, so many times, and so many of my films I've not seen also before release, because I knew that this is not going to work. So my family also insisted that we want to see your film is released. I said, forget it.
So they get the clue on how the film is.
Yeah.
Has it happened to you, Sonakshi?
Well, compared to the number of films he's done, it's only
course,
very
yeah.
less, but yeah, once or twice.
Okay, we should not ask names here.
Yeah, I
We
won't
can
even
keep the
give them to
guesswork
you.
going.
No, we should not get names also,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
everybody's put in hard work.
Absolutely, it's somebody's work at the end of the day. Yeah. We also heard you lost 17 kilos for this film, Ajay. Tell us about that.
I've put some back again. No, Prabhu wanted me to.
Right, yeah.
Because in Singham I was a lot more bulkier.
Yeah, you're bulky,
And here he wanted me to be lean because of the sword fighting and things like this. Those
Yeah,
guys are really
yeah.
lean. So he wanted me to get into that. So I did.
Yeah. But what do you think is this fascination about these abs? You know, 6 pack, 7,
really
8.
do.
The count keeps going up. I mean, can you really have that kind of abs?
I really don't believe in six
Yeah.
packs and 8 packs because
Really?
they're very unhealthy. A for one.
Yeah.
You should have a strong, tough body. That's what I believe in. And if you see in Action Jackson also, you will not see that there are eight packs. You're lean, you're muscled,
Yeah.
you're toned. And you ask any doctor, he will not
Right.
recommend a 6 pack, 8 pack because your immunity level is so low at that point of time. You're so weak
Yeah.
that you can keep falling ill all the time.
So actually, you for one has broken the entire thing of an actress needs to be skinny. You're what you want. You look so glamorous on screen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how do you like?
You didn't ask me about my 6-pack abs.
Okay, let's
I
do
would
6
too
pack.
have. I also have 6-pack abs, but I love them so much. I keep them well hidden inside. It's only for me.
It's only for you. Only for your viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
do you always take a stand and say, look, this is the way I look, and I don't care about what
I
you
mean,
want.
it's not that I don't care. Obviously, I do
Yeah.
care. I'm in a place where I'm supposed to care about
Yeah.
how I look and project myself. But I just don't want to believe what people are telling me that I'm not okay. They keep trying to make me feel like there's something wrong with
Something
me when
wrong.
there isn't. I'm not supposed to be a size 0. I'm not supposed to be a
Right, yeah.
skinny person. We live in a country where people look differently.
And I really
everybody-
feel 90% of the men all over the world, not even in our country,
Right.
just in our country, they do not prefer women with size 0 and things
Exactly.
like this. You know?
Our idea for beautiful woman is not really a
Yeah,
skinny
so I
woman.
guess it's
exactly.
just-
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't
Yeah.
want to be put under any sort of unnecessary pressure for
And
nothing.
what carries is your attitude. If you're comfortable with
Yeah.
what you are, and that's charming.
Right, absolutely.
You need to be
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Absolutely. But Ajay, don't you think that nowadays the younger actors have a lot of pressure constantly to look a certain type? It wasn't like this back then, even 15 years back, like to constantly.
I think
like,
things
every
have
guy
changed
has to
there,
take off his shirt on
including
screen.
us, also,
You know, like-
including me and everybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
men and women, I would
yeah,
say,
Yeah, I totally agree on that. You need to be fit and toned,
Right.
which people earlier, hero could get away with his stomach and things
Correct,
like this.
exactly.
Now it's not that way. But that again is
Yeah.
just being toned and fit,
Right. Yeah.
and that also depends on the character.
Right.
I think it's not a problem.
And you've also said, Sonakshi, that you will not do women-oriented roles because people are doing it. You don't only when you
That's
think
not
it's
a
right.
correct
Exactly.
reason to do anything just
Yeah.
because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Like now I have found a script which I really liked and
Right.
A.R. Murugadoss is going to be directing it. So I want to do it, so that's the reason why you should be doing it. And I was waiting for the right script to come along
Right,
that,
right.
that interested me.
Actually, you've done a lot of quality cinema, but at the same time, your films have always been very big grosses at the box office. So how much does it matter to you, the numbers? Do you really follow numbers every Friday? Is it really, is it life-changing for you?
It's not life-changing for
Yeah.
me, but I do follow numbers, and whoever says that they don't follow numbers are lying, A for one. Because, honestly speaking,
Yeah.
because A for one, this is our business.
Right,
We
right.
need to know which film is working, why,
Yeah.
and if not, why not.
Right.
And what happened, what went wrong if the film didn't open well, or why did it open so well.
Right.
So I think it's part of your business. You need to understand that.
But you also said you will do a film like Gangajal for free if you had to, right? Because that's a different
I
kind
think
of
all
film
of
you
us.
want to
I
do,
think all
right?
of us.
Sonakshi, what would you- what would you
If we
feel?
find something which you really, really want to do, and you think this film is not at that commercial level, it's for a select audience, you might as well do it for free,
Right.
because then the film is not going to fail.
Yeah,
Because budgets fail, films don't fail.
absolutely. No, well said. So, Nashi, what about you? Do you think so too?
Yeah, I guess something that really that you really want to do for different reasons, maybe. Like in the midst of all the so-called commercial films that
Yeah.
I was doing, came in a Lutera.
Right, yeah.
In the middle, which I felt really
Yeah.
strongly about. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really think of these things about how much money I'll be getting for it
Yeah.
or, how much money it will make at the box office. I did it because it purely, I felt that it was an amazing script.
Great film to do in
Yeah,
your career.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So, would you also like to do full-on action scenes yourself sometime?
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love to, and hopefully I
I've
get
seen
to
you
do
like
them in
working
my
with
next,
so many action heroes.
which I'm starting, which is Murugadoss's film. It's a
Yeah.
female-oriented action film. So yeah,
Wow.
he's going to make me
So
do a lot
fits
of
it,
cool
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So Prabhudeva calls you his lucky charm. So what makes him say that?
You will have to ask him that, but I don't think that I'm anybody's lucky charm. Everybody does their work and they know what they're doing and they do it well. So I guess that's the hard work is something that takes them really far. So it's unfair to give me the credit for any of this.
His movie's working, yeah. Ajay, do you believe in luck?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do, because there are a lot of people out there who are talented and doing things, but do not get what they deserve, and some people do. So that luck is a factor also.
Which
You're
has
lucky.
happened. We are lucky.
You're lucky.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
But are you very competitive still? Do you watch other people's work, the new kids who are coming on the block?
I was never competitive.
Really?
Never at all. I didn't even bother what was happening in the industry. I've lived my life on my terms and conditions, done what I felt was right. A lot of people told me you don't, you don't go out and you don't, promote yourself, or you don't do shows and you don't do this and blah, blah, blah. I said, I will do it the way I want to do it. And I'm happy after 23 years where I am. I'm fine. It's on my terms and conditions.
So actually, when you were pretty similar in that thought process, right? You were kind of laid back. You always said, I'm not like very aggressive. You're not very aggressive, are you?
No, I'm not.
No, because I think when people are secured mentally, then they're not aggressive. Maybe that's bad for their careers, for people like us. But then we are happy.
But you did really well
Not
eventually.
been bad.
No, bad in the sense, see, a lot of people would do much more
Yeah. Like they would,
in our position.
Yeah.
And you would also go out screaming, okay, I've had so many super hits. Do you do that? You don't do that.
No, I guess.
And the perception building makes a difference somewhere.
Yeah. But I guess we don't have that school of thought, I mean, we're okay with what we're doing, and it's better to let our work speak more than us going and talking about it.
It only comes because you're secured. Your childhood has been secured. And
I guess.
I think your upbringing has been right. So that makes a lot of difference.
You were very cool recently, Sonakshi, when you lashed out on Twitter at some inappropriate comments made.
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
Well, I said whatever I had to say, and now, social media has become such a big platform where, because today everybody has an opinion and everybody is on everything and everybody is saying it, I guess when somebody writes something about you, that's the best way to sort of put an end to it all, and that's what I did. I mean, I have a far bigger reach than what some people are saying, so I would rather get my point across rather than have them,
Ajay, have you ever felt like really bashing up someone in real life?
I have a lot of times, not anymore.
Yeah, in your younger days.
Yeah.
But what really gets you very angry? What gets you angry?
Nowadays, nothing. I've become very indifferent.
It's so unlike your screen persona.
All kind of people I've seen and become very indifferent.
Which are the situations in life where you say my way or skyway, really? How often do you use this line in your real life?
Most of the time.
Oh, really? So it's always your way?
Yeah, because I tend to be fair. If I'm not, then I wouldn't say it.
What about you, Sonakshi? Do you use this line a lot?
My way or skyway, yeah, I would like to, but it's usually not the case.
But Ajay, any Friday fears?
No, not really.
No?
Not really. As I just told you that, I think it's beyond that. Yeah, you have, you're a little anxious.
Yeah.
But
you've seen this film, right?
Yeah, I've seen this film. So that's why you get anxious.
Right.
If you know there's something wrong, then you've forgotten about it. So then you can go out for a holiday.
Well, let's hope we see a lot of action at the box office, Ajay, like all your other films. Thanks so much for calling me on your set, and have a great time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.